abantu nga bugamanyi
ogenda ova mu character votya mu Jamaica nodda mu America
no kwegomba ko America olanga bebe kulu yagambye agala Jay-Z yabajja
omukulu bamufunye otulo tumuluma
ane kyayogedde kitufu yagambye it's all about what you want mwabagala mungambe kamiliyo
twala eri
sonyi ngambe mbu
twala eri kali akaviri akagenda male banga kike bayita batya
kano wekana ava mu Zina Summerfest
ogenda kwongeramu kafukire ddala white oba ogenda
kaleka ngeri gengendo kwongera bakyakalunga
bakalunga wagambye akaviri akagenda tambulira ddala paka nga tuvudde mu kalulu
kagenda fuka karwe.
Well, with Myra K, we have Ditacha Sakramana and of course Pamela Isumarachom. Welcome to Uncensored Conversations about Relationships. It's called the Red Seat. Kwetuli live ku YouTube and of course Galaxy TV. Myra, lero ya agendo tuwo mulamwa inechi bozi cha danyo miza wano. So Myra, fire away.
So, there's this gentleman called Richard. Richard has a girlfriend called Linda. And Richard and Linda have been dating for some time. But then out of the blue, Linda comes out and busts the bomb in front of Richard and says, Richard, we've been talking and I feel like, actually they were not really dating, but they were kind of close. So she says, she says, we've been talking and I feel like I'm leading you on and I'm also falling into whatever is going on between us. But the problem is you've been married before.
Richard is the one who has been married.
Yes, he has 3 kids. And that's not what I want for myself.
Not 7 like
he's married and separated from the wife.
Yeah, they divorced with their wife.
So he stays with the kids.
Yes.
Single dad.
Linda's issue is this is not what I want for myself. I've always wanted to have my firstborn together with my man. Yes. For both of us, it's the firstborn. And now Richard's issue is he has faced this like several times. Every time he tries to, start a new relationship with a new woman, that is the issue they bring up.
Yes.
And he's asking himself, when is this dream? When is this, what is that word?
Illusion.
Is it an illusion? No, Chayabuza, when are women going to stop being delusional about this entire thing of I want to have my firstborn with a person who is also having the firstborn?
Perception, mindset.
Yeah, that's perception.
But I feel like that's unfair because I usually tell you guys here, out of 10 girls, 5 of them, if not 6, have children that we are dating now. So fair buza. I think the real question we're going to be asking here today is dating a parent. Someone who has children and someone who has been in a relationship. We've all been somewhere, attached somewhere. But obanga walekamu DNA print yomwana. Dating somebody like that. Let me start off with you, Ditacha.
Otandise na parent yennyini. Nina abana musanvu nga bulijera nsiba bagamba.
7 children. Ngala kedube. Yafayina musanvu.
Wembera n'abaana
omusanvu. Known.
Kiba kitegeeza nti ndi ready okwongera ate okuzaala. Nkyazaala. Just the external factors ezinzijjako mu financial bichis money.
The way he says it's like it's a hobby, eh?
Yeah, okuzaala it's something that I don't tekina buzibu kyayogera okuzaala. If somebody comes and is willing.
Like he lives off it.
Kakati ku musajja kubanga gwagenda okulabirira abaana abo nabano be baleese omanyi oli niwagamba nti baliko taata waabwe as a man omukazi tajja kubaawo taata waabwe tanaweereza ssente abaana tebannagenda kusoma kati omukazi abeera stressed naawe n'oba stressed waka kakitegeeza nti olina okumanya nti you have to provide somehow somewhere ku baana bano because tojja kugulira baana bongoye nga bano banne be babeera nabo ate bo tobagulidde kituufu oyinza okugulira ku babeeza ebbeeyi nera tekina kwawukana nyo bana akutegera nti fotugulide za rais era tejja kujja kati kitegeza nti omusajja gwengeri gyobogendo bala bilonzo okwepima munoga ne nasobola ne ku mukazi jukira okulabirira okukwo kwa kufumba ate nga nze kyemmanyi kiri kimu ntire emmere gyewandivumye y'abantu abaana ye y'abataano agigula gw'olina okweraliikirira kugamba ndabirira naye maybe kubate nnyo.
From what I'm picking from Myra's story, Linda wants to have her firstborn.
Just
firstborn omusajja wagenda obeera naye nga ye mwana asose.
Oyo gayita manyi kuba kalimi bawala banja bakingambye like dating wano naganze si dating abaserebu. Heno oyo mmanya oyo chikete nkisaze kuba kasita otandika n'ekintu kyemmanyi olizemu ango gyemanyi kati nze bwojja n'ogasi dating nga w'abaana wentandikira omanyi obulungi obuli musajja alina omwana omanyi obuvunaanyizibwa bwe nina ogenda gwa kavubuka katalina buvunaanyizibwa akatalabire nga ku mwana akatamanyi naki kakuzaalemu omwana keewunze.
But honestly, I believe I believe every woman, in my perspective, every woman would want that. To experience that firstborn time, the entire process, the pregnancy, everything with someone. Ngamwena mulimba pia muchine chintu. Nganebwa mulimba anti baby wanuma is going to be like he's going to pay attention. But I'm imagining being pregnant. Detach and takula.
Now Detach is the expert in that business.
Expert,
so
thank you.
Even better.
Abamanye, but you're not ajja kugamba segwaso se bano nga golite yakaba.
Pamela, what runs through your mind when you hear what Linda is saying?
I think girls who have such illusional thoughts or illusions are living by standards they have set, immature standards.
Yes.
Those are the kind of girls who tell you, I want a guy who is masculine, like maybe has this well-toned body. Yes, like those are the standards they live by. I want my man to be driving a Range Rover or to buy me my first cars. You know what car? You know, first class and this and this. Like you're setting unreasonable standards. I don't date Banyankole. I don't date Baganda. You get it? Those are immature, unreasonable standards that you set for yourself. Because I can meet Henry and he's a Munyankole, but then the stereotyping does not, you know, put him in the bandwagon of the Banyankole. Maybe he's actually a really nice guy, and I've actually fallen in love with him. So am I going to pull out of dating Henry because he's a Munyankole? So those stereotyping and standards are a bit immature, because you can find Richard has 3 kids, but he's actually a responsible man, a very nice guy, loving, who can actually take her in, marry her, take her seriously, and start a real family with her, and love her kids, and even treat her firstborn experience even much better.
Ngasinga noli wa firstborn nina angu angalina kati abana like 14 naye muganda ayagala abana nomara omugamba konti nafunye lubuto ayinza okubebera.
The hereditary
but
thing.
Sometimes I feel like it's also out of experience. For some people have gone through certain experiences. Now, if you're someone that's grown up with probably a stepmother, or you've maybe seen it happen sometime, like for some people, and you wouldn't want to be a
baby
stepmother.
mama drama.
You've watched baby mama drama growing up, and you wouldn't want to be that stepmother, because some stepmothers are not really bad, but they still come out bad because that's what the society has drawn for everyone. Yeah. So some people just don't want to be that. They don't want to be in that position. More so if it's their first time.
Those are the factors that make sense. The fear of responsibility. Judgment from the man. Like now you have entered, there's a burden already to you. When you're coming in, you're not coming in as like a young couple that has to enjoy themselves first. You're coming in, there's already
you're a mother
children.
Before you're a mother.
You're mother before a mother. And then there's that judgment that comes. Sometimes it's unspoken and sometimes it's spoken. The man will judge you. That's the fear that some women have, that you don't love my kids, or you love my kids. The fear of that judgment is one thing that pulls women aside. Then secondly, there's that thing that most girls feel, if he is a baby daddy, if he is a single father with 3 kids, chances are very high that he's going to drop me and be it's a pattern. It's a pattern. So that's why girls fear. They're like,
sometimes their men also overfront their kids, like they love their kids so much compared to you, and it's evident.
Njagala tukimenyemu in 2 ways. One, njagala tuweteke bigire bya Richard. One, yes, he's had a past in his life. He has 3 children. What we don't know is whether they are from the same woman or different women. But his life has blessed him with 3 children, and he's still willing and open to date. And then Linda on the other side feels there's chemistry between her and Richard. Naye ina ka principle, ka boundary, ka box kete kamunti zisagala kuzala musajja reda inachi aina abana, especially when it comes to the firstborn. Kati Richard mumbere akola atya yes onyewe Linda. I mean if Linda speaks out and she's open,
very simple and plain. I think most men who have kids would work better with a woman who has had a child.
Yeah.
Because a girl who has had no child does not understand the experience, but also wants to enjoy her first experience. So if you know you won't rhyme, if she actually tells you, even lucky that she's told you, other than getting a reckless mother.
Katolaba Gondi, Reviction, they say has more kids than Desire.
No, but he Desire has one kid.
One kid.
Yeah. And Levikson has two.
So more than the other. So Kareba Sinkanango Noida, ina umwana yakura, ono yali na babiri kitegeza nti asobola okukola ki. Ate n'ebye nnaku zino si byedda. Omanye edda we could be confined in one place, one biche nnaku zino abaana bakula 17 ali mbibye. Uyo 20 Solomon uyo ayanjudde n'okwanjula omukazi. So abaana nnaku zino propose abandi nnaku zino banguwa. By 19 omwana ali mbibye, by 17 omwana ali mutubuza ku internet who said ali mutabukira. So nnaku zino abaana bakula mangu. Ate society nnaku zino ya evidence si bya limbu ate wakoze ekyo omwana w'abendi yakoze kyennaku zino ebintu biri plain bamanya nti omwana gw'obonyabonya n'ogwotabonyabonya izizi kitegera society nnaku zino ekyuse. So kati abaana abawala n'abasajja batalina baana nga batono. But 19 alina abaana basatu 19.
But there's also a 30-year who doesn't have. There's also a 35-year who doesn't have.
Ogudde ku muntu mufiirwa.
Se mufiirwa probably
nga yatomera gwe.
Nga tatomera nga
but I'm not 35 nga talina mwana. Those are people that ill-mannered people. Those are people who have sacrificed their reproductive organs.
No, don't do
that. Relationships.
Sacrificed
but for me, I feel like
they could be over-ambitious men.
Yes.
Who do not want to have a responsibility that they can't take care of. Or they are really high-value men who set high standards for themselves.
I will not have a kid with someone I've not married. I will not have a kid with someone I'm not sure about.
Or when I don't have enough money to take care of a family.
A 35-year-old who has not produced has a lot of problems. I cannot even vote him on a political position. So namuno ndakuba cancer.
But for me, honestly, I feel like Richard is being selfish. Yes, Richard is being selfish in a way that he's fronting his personal issues and desires. He wants Linda to understand him, but he doesn't want to understand the perspective where Linda is coming from. And he's too selfish to the point that he's taking it away from Linda to all other girls that are saying no to him. Because if I tell you these are my principles, this is what I don't want. It's not on me. It's not on you. It's my principle. You either follow it or move on to someone else. But you can't start blaming it on me and blaming it on other girls.
You don't have a child. Shut up for a second. Let me first, not in a bad way. So I want to first put the attention to people that have children here. Pamela and Detach. Detach, how easy is it for both Nyinga Myra, Ngataina Mwana, relationship? What is the best way to go about it?
Ngamine you sing Ramba Denga Nakuza Richard Inti. About the contact him sharing in numbers about weeding.
About desperate to settle.
It is not desperate.
Gabana Kabiba Kola minimum high professional jobs.
Yeah, that doesn't mean they're not desperate to settle.
Katiyankoza. Nyamutoro are desperate.
Yes, they are high value women. They are women with money. They are women with everything.
No,
it's not
Yafumbirwa Kenzo with the kids. Yali desperate. Yenga Talina. But people, I'm telling you about high-tech people.
Yes, Jabalinga, alabe miaka jigenze, she's joking 35, ninga taina msaja.
We're gonna go for a quick break. Myra,
24.
Would you?
But no, you guys, before we go for the break, Myra,
yes.
you know that a guy can actually become a father at 20.
Yes, 22, I know, even at 19.
24. So it's kind of...
I've seen a father at 15. Yes.
Why?
Wow.
No, the question is, would you date a man like Eddie Kenzo?
No.
Ruabana over Yengo.
Not the person, but the kid.
Because you said a man like Eddie Kenzo. No.
No, Henry, rephrase question.
No, why?
Rephrase question.
No, why?
Okay, one, I do not want a man in the limelight. That is one. Number two, I am honestly not ready for baby mama dramas. More so, if it's beyond one baby mama.
This is the Mid-Morning to Kone 100.2 Galaxy FM. Okuva mu mwaka 2017 Numida esobodde okukola ssente eri banna bizinesi abasukka emitwalo 600. Tubeerawo naawe okulaba nti bizinesi ye ekulaakulana nga tetukuwadde buzibu wadde ng'abawoza beesigika mu Uganda yonna. Tukuwola ssente okutuukirira ku miliyoni 2 eza Uganda okutali bukwakkulizo mu ssaawa 24 nga tukuyisiza mu bwangu. Tukuwa obuyambi bwonna bw'oyagala mu budde bw'obwetaagiramu. Numida efuba nnyo okulaba nti yanguyiza bakasitoma baayo mu ngeri yeesigika.
Numida nyanguyiza okugaziya bizinesi yange.
Neesiga Numida okunnyambako ku nkulaakulana ya bizinesi yange.
Downloading app ya Numida ku Google Play Store. Numida yeesigika bizinesi ezisukka emitwalo 600.
Send more love. Pay nothing extra. Western Union and Wendy are covering all your costs. No transaction fees. No foreign exchange charges. Absolutely no hidden costs when you receive and send money via the Wendy app. Simply enter the sender's details and MTCN number to access your money straight from your phone. Offers run until 31st August 2025. Download the Wendy app now from the App Store or Google Play Store to get started. Terms and conditions apply. Wendy by Post Bank is regulated by Bank of Uganda and customer deposits are protected by the Deposit Protection Fund up to 10 million Uganda shillings.
Move it, papa, papaya, avocado, habo jelly. Eddenyu amawanga ag'enjawulo gakuŋŋaananga okwekungulira eddagala ly'emiti n'ebikoola naye olwalero abakugu b'ebizigo mu kampani ya Moviti ebirungo byonna babigasse wamu tekyali kutawaana. Ebizigo bya Moviti hapo ne sabbuuni birungiddwamu ebirungo byonna okuva mu butonde obw'emiti n'ebikoola okulongoosa ensusu zaffe okugoba obuwere okusiiyibwa olususu ne lunyirira n'olabika bulungi.
Kati omwana asobola okukozesa Moviti habo gel ne sabbuuni aloe vera ovacado oba papaya Moviti okwekakasa kw'olunaku lwonna.
At KCB Uganda, we have got business loans just for you. Enjoy SME short-term loans processed in just 3 days with competitive rates and payable under 6 months. You can borrow up to 60% of your average monthly turnover. Scale up your business with our SME temporary overdrafts and access to unsecured loan amounts of up to 50 million with no security required. Call or WhatsApp us on 0757 378 603 or email us on contactcenterug@ug.kcbbankgroup.com. KCB Bank Uganda, for people, for better.
Sanyo wangu de motoka, ode mekufanga tovuze motoka. Sanyo wangu de motoka, ode mekufanga tovuze motoka. Tebakomyera ku motoka mukuwangula mulimu ne pichi pichi. Buli wiki ayagala okuwangula genda ku website kagwirawo yennyini.
Nekagwirawo bettinga nekagwirawo ku website yaabwe yakagwirawo.ug wewangulira emotoka empya ya wishi buli mwezi bodaboda buli wiki ate n'ebirabo ebirala bingi nnyo okuwangula genda ku website kagwirawo.ug gende wali bet ozanye ku geemu yonna eri ku website olwonyingire mu kazannyako okuwangula kagwirawo erungamizibwa National Tourism Gaming Board enkola n'obukwakulizo bigobererwa Sunday no.
Welcome back. It is the Red Seat.
The Red Seat. Mid-morning to Kone. Every Wednesday, sawa mukaga to 1 p.m.
I'm with Myra. I'm with Pamela Isamata Choma and Ditacha Sakraman.
Kati nze bana bana batugana. Nze my baby mamas, 3 of them are married.
Ah.
Huh?
Oh,
They're married to men that have other kids.
Omulala alina n'omusajja musirikale.
But they're married to men that already had kids. They're married to men that already had kids.
But we were young. Once I became a celebrity when I was young.
You had your firstborn when you were how old?
20 and anjingira wings. Because yali December. Omwana bamuzala ku December 6th. Nga ku December 26th. Ngenda kuweza emyaka 2.
So amuzalo ina 19.
Okitegedde. So kati kitegeeza nti kakati bwe tuba tukyali baana bato. Biri ne biggwa because twalabanga buteri alina gy'atwala munne. Jasi tubana mwana kati olina efuna n'omusajja omulungi n'efuna yazala n'abaana. They are okay n'omulala okitegedde. So kakati abalala bagenda mu gakadaama.
Oh yeah.
They even send me some kamane tata wabana.
Before
kakati onangana abera nkoze disservice sikyalina mukazi.
We were focusing on us here who have children and now it was going to go to Pamela. That's why I said Myra Soko Kolechi.
They excluded me
now,
the conversation.
Myra, if sorry Pamela, if you're going to date, would you prefer dating a man who has children or a man who doesn't have children, or you're open to whatever comes?
For me, I'm open to any guy, whether he has kids or not.
Yes.
Yeah. However, for if you are looking for a more emotionally mature man and also a probably responsible man, chances are 90 out of 100 you're going to get a man who already has children by Ugandan standards.
Yes.
But if you're looking for a young man who is still trying to build his life, who doesn't actually know what he wants and all that, hey, you'll get those ones who don't have kids.
Thank you.
But then they're not going to be able to give you this kind of satisfaction that you want, especially for us as women.
Yes,
the one we want, the attention, the responsibility, those
True.
men are
I'm coming to you.
They are so thin, they are like maybe 1%
Thank you.
here
Thank
in
you.
Uganda.
Yeah.
But I just want to reiterate that a man who has a child does not change his character, does not change his personality because he has kids. Actually, what it does is even makes him more responsible. It makes him work harder. It makes him more ambitious. So you to get a man like that, and you tomorrow maybe you fall pregnant for such a man, he already knows what to do, how to spoil you from the start, the things to do. He already knows. As compared to a man who will not even understand your tantrums as a pregnant woman. You're pregnant, you're telling him you have this mood, what. You're experiencing it together, but it's not fun. It's not fun.
I feel like it's more fun that way.
Omwana yambulira wano bazadde Ndale Masuba navuga emmotoka ekiro paka kudwalira Lugazi Kawolo Hospital Lugazi Hospital
mwaka choko wano juice
wano
Ndale Masuba is the baby
bana abajuzi wano mwaka gumu kitundu ebiri nandi so excited Ndale Masuba.
You weren't even thinking about her name.
Oja kubulira kachaliko dozadde omwana yasooka.
Now, Ditacha, if a woman calls you and tells you I'm pregnant, if a woman calls you and tells you, Ditacha, I miss my periods, I might be pregnant, what do you do?
Kakasa baby.
Let me tell you an experience of a friend of mine.
Yes,
she actually was in hospital giving birth, and then there's this young couple that comes in. The first experience, of course, as a young couple. So this woman has given birth. They don't have a caretaker. You know how these private hospitals are. And so he comes in and there's a stench and he starts abusing this chick. Why is this place smelling? What is smelling in this place? Why are you dirty? You know? Why are the kids like this? Why are the shits? Like the man embarrassed. This young girl. She was actually also a young girl. I think she was about 22 or something. And the guy was about 25 years. So the girl has given birth. She has not taken a shower. She has no one to take care of her. The babies are crying. She actually gave birth to twins. And this man, is his first experience. He comes, he walks in, he's like, this place is, I can't sit here.
For that man, it's not that it's his first experience. The man is just arrogant and rude.
No.
Because I feel like he would still do that even to another woman.
Yeah, but you see that there's a guy who outrightly tell you that, you know what, this smelling or something like that. Then there's guys who will actually show you. They will not speak a word, but they will distance from you. That's it, distancing from you. That's why you find most women suffer from postmortem. What do they call it? After pregnancy, the postmortem. They suffer from that. Partly, it's also attributed to the kind of partners they have. The kind of man you have who has zero
inexperience
or even zero interest. He believes that responsibility, like Linda is saying, of a Smanye experience, where he believes that responsibility is totally up to a woman. Go and call your singer, let her be with you through the whole process.
I believe that is not about how many kids this man has had or it's his first time or not. It's about personality.
No, it also has to do with the number of kids.
Because now, let me ask him, Henry, are you a father?
Who, me?
Yes.
No.
Let me ask
Ditacha.
Now, me
but you have never been a father. We saw you taking care of kids.
Okay, let me ask Ditacha. With your first experience, were you like that gentleman?
First experience, abalenzi bonna 90% batya
omugamba
nti ampregnant omulundi ogusooka mujagalo kidduka tuyina engeri gye tukitya omulundi ogusooka.
But mukazi wali omukambalira bwotyo why are you doing this, why are you doing that, lwaki wano bukiri bwekirwaki tonakola kino kyonakola kiri
nedono yali aloga nti muno obutamanya
that's why I explained to you that there's guys who can be outrightly arrogant, then there's guys who will just distance from you,
but there's a guy who's going to be present.
Henry ne wabata nazaalako alinge yazaala because abaddeko n'abaana amanyi we bayita daddy you're welcome amanyi we baaniriza ngo
naturally I love children. Naturally, I love children. I love human beings. But let's look at reality. Yeah? First, walk with me here. There are certain things that happen because of time. You understand, Myra? I want to think by 30 years.
Yes.
The guys that have had kids, it's because time has happened for them. Experience has happened. Now, by the time you have a kid, probably you've been in and out of a couple of relationships. Ate no tukiro kuva mu relationship no muntu gobadde naye nga ino omwana nga muina omwana wabawo ekyakujjayo. So it means there's a certain switch within you that has clicked of the kind of woman that you are what? You are looking for.
Okay.
You have a child. Yes, it didn't work out, but waliwo mukyala gwononya. And probably you've been in and out of relationships, and one of the relationships might have blessed you with a child. And it's not guaranteed that you're going to remain with the father of the child. So where Richard is in this situation, he knows what he's looking for from a woman. That's why he's interested in Linda. Linda inzoba achayogeza buto. Excuse me to say this. Nga Pamela wagambye nti njagala nzaala omwana nga omuntu gwengendo zaala omwana naye Fenight's our firstborn. Now Linda might go through that. Nafuna omuntu gwazaalamu ne bafuna firstborn bombi nekitakola. And she actually ends up going back to Richard. Now Richard yali amutegeera. Life and experience happens. But do you have to be punished because of the experiences you've gone through, or you should be rewarded? I think that's now the question. Because I will look at how many single mothers do we have here in the country. Banji abana abazadde probably nga tebana bafumbirwa, or relationships have not worked out. Should they not be in relationships?
They should.
The single fathers we have, but detacha tebaina bera mu relationships.
They should, but I believe one of the reasons as to why we have a lot of single mothers and single fathers, apparently, most of our single mothers, is because they feel like even if I'm a single mother, I can still get another man. So they don't even try to keep their relationships going. They don't even fight with their relationships with their baby daddies because they have hope. I can still get married even when I have 3 kids. I don't know, 18, 20 years. Because of that, many single mothers are coming up. But if they understand that actually it's not easy to get a man or to get into another relationship, then maybe they can fight to stay in their relationships, because some relationships end because of stupid reasons. I can get another man.
Minute.
No, but I want to disagree with Myra. I don't think there's a woman out there who wants to be a single mom or who wants to independently raise her kid without the love of a father being truly involved in their lives. I believe by the time somebody separates with a man, there is a reason that they can't be together.
Sometimes the reasons are minor and they can be sorted, but because they hope they know they can get another man.
He cheated. That's mere cheating.
He comes home late.
So you people think that a woman who is now a mother, would just walk away from a man because he cheated.
I've seen them walking away.
You know, by the
I've seen them. Not even cheating is even serious. I've seen them walk away because he backed at her.
Yeah,
but backing at her leads to violence. That's the first stage.
I know, yes, but at least
by the time she's saying let me walk away, it's because it has not happened once or twice. Women have the skin to bear a lot.
Not all of them.
When she becomes a mother,
not all of them.
When she becomes a mother, I don't know, Detacha is a father. But usually when a woman becomes a mother, there is a place she comes from that is a bit more tolerant than a girl who is not a mom.
They don't
but
change.
That percentage of women is few. The reason we have many single mothers is because they are with the wrong kind of men.
Some of them it's because
she has gotten pregnant for an already married man. She can't be with him. You understand? So he's going to throw responsibility to take care of the responsibility of the child, or even not take care of the responsibility. Because she met a wrong guy. Sometimes it is he left her for somebody else. Sometimes he's violent towards her. Sometimes, by the time a mother decides to say,
whoever preaches women learn to be independent is preaching people to be single mothers. Whoever preaches women
because they preach it their own way.
shouldn't allow men to put you down is preaching single mothers. Whoever preaches don't settle for less is preaching single
So you want
motherhood.
women to be settling for less?
Not settling for less.
The thing is, the issue is this, Pamela. Women should not settle for less, but women don't know what is less and what is not less.
Give us standards of what is less and what is not.
It depends on what your principles are as a person.
Pamela, what are your principles of what is less and what is not less?
For me, one of the reasons I would one of the
so-called Vemol
Now, one of them is what I would consider less for me is for you say, is a man telling me don't work, I can give you what you need. That is less for me. I can't settle for that. So as for an example,
so
that
now,
is one of them.
Is that detached according to you? Is that a serious reason or it's a minor?
No, it's a serious one.
It's a minor reason.
It's a good one. It's a big one. But what we are saying, they don't explain. They don't explain what less is. So some women would just see something minor and say, I cannot be with a man who boards a border and he can't afford a car. There are things that you see easy or easily gone through that you don't know what happens in 2 years. This man might have money. You don't know what happens a week after this.
But then it's like
there's the cheating that can lead to divorce.
It's also more like
and there's cheating that can't lead to
when
divorce.
you were coming to Galaxy, you believed that brand Galaxy now it's all there were so many other radios that would have given you an opportunity to work for them. It's more like that also. Women associate with men because they believe that this man is going to take me somewhere. However, the challenge is one. A man, to truly be able to afford taking care of a woman and support you, it comes with a certain age. Kirizagana. Unless you're born rich, but even if he's born rich, his mental ability has not understood how to accommodate a woman unless he has had a perfect family. Like kuzala batatawe engeri jaisamu. It's the reason why Solomon is proposing at such a young age, because he's seen the dad around the mother, and probably social media has contributed. You understand? It's probably the reason why the president's daughters got married at a younger age. If you notice, families that are like that, I was told the late Rajiv, at the wedding, he was only 25 years, but he was getting married. It's because of the family he comes from. However, the fact remains, we are all mingling and interacting from different walks of life. Now we are dealing with people, girls that have not had father figure examples. They approach a relationship on set from a point of bitterness from men. You understand? That's the general bitterness. And then the standards are so high. Like Myra is saying, sagala musajja agenda okungamba nti sikola. Njagala omusajja.
Is that high?
I'm coming, I'm landing.
It is for a mother, a single mother.
Njagala omusajja. Njagala omusajja asobola okundabirira. Sagala beera mukazi ku kisenge eddiiro. Njagala ki apartment? Or probably I need a mansion. Sagala musajja.
Stand alone.
Like Ditacha said, njagala omusajja nga aina muka motoka. Sigenda kola ki? Sigenda kubeera na musajja.
Tagenda kungamba baby let me pick you up general border way.
Abamu bagamba I need a man who is self-employed, or I need a man that can give me capital to start a business. Those men are there. Very many.
And most women are giving birth for those
but listen. I will repeat, listen. Pamela, listen. Those men are there. But unless he was born rich, unless he was born rich, and unless he's just naturally lucky, that yachikuba inemyaka ngapi,
at 20.
By the time a man can be able to do that for you, he is 30 or 30 and above. Now, before he became 30, his sexual organs were functioning. You understand? He's living in a society. There was a girlfriend who was there. There was a woman who was there. Now, if he's functioning and he's extremely functional like Ditacha, he has 1, 2, 3 kids.
Extremely functional.
You understand? No, that's why I will give you men. Listen. Men become better the older they grow. Because that's when they are financial clog.
Exactly.
Now,
that's true, but for
me, it's almost impossible.
It's possible.
It's like if oba kunyonyole ntya abasajja abategeera okulabirira omukyala babaddeko n'abakyala ate bwe babaddeko n'abakyala tebabalese we batyo babazaddemu abaana. Now Myra, if I'm going to give you an example. I'm going to give you an example. You have people here. You have MC Ivan. You have Martin. You have Solomon, Ditacha, and Dr. Innocent, and Ashraf. Who among them is going to treat you better?
Solomon is here.
Be honest. You have
Martin is there.
You have MC Ivan. He's the we use MC Ivan because I want to because I want to think he's the youngest.
Yes.
Okay, you're uncomfortable with the question.
Okay, let me
Who do you think? Okay, Innocent Mujemuleka or Ashraf. Who do you think? You have MC Ivan, you have Solomon, you have Mr. Henry, then you have Ditacha and Ashraf. Who is going to treat you better?
There's Ditacha here. There's Solomon here. There's Henry.
Let me serve you the answer because you might be compromised. You don't want to say names.
Yeah, because now it's
a man who has more experience with women is the one who's going to treat you better. Correct?
I don't want to believe that because I believe someone's the way people behave and the way people behave others, it's how they've been raised, it's how it's within their nature.
Tendo might have been raised
bad
well.
Manners, even after 10 women will still be his bad manners.
Character and behavior aside, there's something they call financial muscle and experience. Now, Ivan might have very good manners, but are you going to stay in a kazigo? Thank you. So automatically because you're looking for better in life. The reason why you relate with the man is because you want him to give you direction and make you a better woman. So it leaves only one or two choices of the men you're gonna have. Now you will have Henry and Ditacha and probably Ashraf. Now Henry doesn't have a child. Henry is still at that stage where toinacho mugamba like ajewulira muko. I'm not saying that's who I am, but majority of the guys like toinacho mugamba mwezi mba like tagenda kuuliza. Thank you. So Henry can love you. Probably Henry has a 2-bedroom apartment, but he has not yet understood how to romance the emotions of a woman. So oyo naye osobola mudatinga muko mugenda siba mu duka so naye tumujjemu. Now Ditacha talina budde buyomba naawe.
7
Thank you. But he knows what to tell you. Because ultimately I want us to answer one question as the ladies here and as the ladies who are treating WhatsApp messages are funny, but Mr. Innocent will definitely treat us better. He has money and he's a father. So that is clear.
Stop being blindfolded.
What are you looking for from a man? Let me start off with you, Pamela. What are you looking for from a man?
Me, I'm looking for a man who has stability. First of all, and stability comes in many shades. That is emotional, that is financial, that is psychological as well, and just generally that's stability in financial and emotional and psychological. I'm looking for a man who can build me, make me a better person, as in a man who adds value to my life, not a man who takes it away. So that's the kind of man I'm looking for. I'm looking for a man who has purpose in life, not somebody I'll meet and he's still saying, okay, you see in the next 5 years, what? Or in the next 10 years, maybe what? I want somebody who has purpose and who knows, who has a sense of direction.
In short.
I want somebody who knows how to treat, who understands a woman.
That's what you're looking for.
And a mother.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
But for me, I want to believe I can still get that person. Listen, because if it's 90%, that 90% of the men are at that stage, but in a baby mama drama, at least let me hope for the 10%. Because now I'm looking at guys, don't come for me. Because now I'm looking at my ex. He's now making 30. Financially stable, I can say, no baby mama drama. You understand? No. That's why I said don't come for me. Okay. Because by the time I left, I was seeing all of this. But I still did what? Left. So if there is still a person like that at 30, probably even older than that, financially stable or close to being financially stable. No baby mama drama. It's very possible.
Okay. You might want him. There's what we are looking for from a woman. What value addition are you giving him?
Yeah. By the time he comes to me, he's saying that value addition.
No, by the time he's coming to you, he's attracted to you.
No, because by the time you start thinking about such things, it's beyond the attraction, it's beyond the... You're beyond that.
Yeah, but
by the time you start looking at things at the stage where Linda and Richard are looking at things, you're past that. Meaning, Richard alaba value addition.
Pamela, what are you saying? I want to go to the WhatsApp feedback on 0707102102. Yes, Pam.
Where I agree with Myra is that there is a percent. They are men.
They are actually so there. Let me also hope for those ones.
But you see,
who don't have children?
Yes, they are ready. They are quite. Yes,
even 35.
Yeah, they are those.
They were 35.
Am I 35?
No ordinary discussion. This is the Red Seat. Mid-morning to Kone.
Tell us what you think. 0707102102. This is Galaxy.
Hi Henry, Ditacha, Myra, Pamela.
Yes.
Hi.
Hi.
Let me tell you guys something. Omukazi watukira okulekera omusajja abaana bazaddemu okujjako nga yafa then that means that man is very unbearable. By the way, I have a kid. So by the time I decide to leave my kids with his dad, I was overwhelmed with everything. So people like those, my fellow girls are when you find a single father, Kati, Linda, she already had her preferences, you know. Lwaki akiriza okudatinga omusajja nga alina abaana kitegeera. But also Richard, oyina abaana basatu, lwaki oyagala okuleeta omukazi atanaba kuzaalangako okubateeka mu baana bo? What do you expect? What do you expect from her? You know?
Acha muvuza agamba azadde datinga azadde gwenkane vumbe akufumbira omuntu omufumbira yabigere.
You see, by the way, where she makes sense is that men are judgmental of how you treat their kids.
Yes.
With simple, small things. So if you are somebody who has not had that experience of motherhood, and you're getting into it just for the glam, the glitz, the man is rich, he's loaded, whatever.
He understands me.
He understands me. But then you're not able to accept his children. And it goes the other way around as well. If I'm a woman and I'm getting a man...
Men don't impregnate themselves. There's a mother in the picture.
No. But you see, when you meet a single mother, you are kind of, in a way, taking responsibility of her child. When you meet a single dad who actually has his children, you are taking responsibility
with
of that
every
child
single mother. There's a single father. It works like unless
there is a married man.
There's a married man,
responsibility. There are single fathers who are not involved in a child's life. Then there's single mothers who are also not involved in their kids' lives, and as in they threw the kids for the dad and went and got married to another man. So now the kids are that man's responsibility. So when you're coming in, you're standing in the gap as their mother. So you must be also emotionally mature.
But we also need to understand sometimes. Okay, 3 kids, we don't know if it's in one woman. Pamela, I might be in a relationship with you.
Yeah.
But then I reach a point in life where I can't take it anymore.
Yeah.
And I tell you, Pamela, bounce.
Yeah.
And then you're like, okay, I'm leaving, but me knowing what I want out of life does not
define
mean,
you as a bad person.
Thank you. We don't know the circumstances under which this guy became a single father.
Yeah. Okay, for me now, even if I'm to like all things are now looking at this man.
If you're to go back to Benja.
No. Let's leave that one aside. Now I'm looking at this single father in my life. I love him, probably. He all boxes are ticking, apart from the fact that he has kids. Or most of the boxes are ticking. But one of those that are not ticking is the fact that he has 3 kids with him. I don't know if it's with one woman or not. The first red flag is the moment you mention to me that the moment you have to mention it to me that in your life your kids are priority. I'm out.
Hey.
Oh, I'm out because the moment that man would, because in front of that man you will never. I mean, like, he's always going to be comparing you with his kids in a way. How do I even explain it right? You know. Do you know a man who, for him, the kids don't go wrong?
You know why we are all quiet?
Yes.
Yes.
The moment you mention that your kids you don't have to say it to me because I know your kids are priority. Yeah.
So
but the moment
you want
have
to come to me, you want to come to me when I have my children, and I put you first.
Listen, Henry. Because I know your kids are priority. By the moment you mention it, I'm out. Because Henry, what's mentioning it? Guys, listen to me. The moment you have to mention it to me,
no, it doesn't mean that.
Pamela,
it does not mean that.
The moment a man has to tell you, my kids are priority. Togenda kuba mwana we. You're going to ogenda limited to these kids because you don't know your okomawa kubana bano.
But then you want a man who is responsible and loves his children, right?
Yes, I want you to love your kids, but you do not have to remind me that your kids are priority.
Listen.
I already know.
Listen to me and listen to me real good. That's my blood.
Yeah, it is. I know.
So you come to me knowing you understand? Without you, I can be.
Yes.
But without me, this child can't what?
Can't be.
So who is supposed to be the priority? It's a no-brainer.
Listen, that's the thing. It's a no-brainer.
Yes.
I'm already aware.
I have to remind you.
Yeah, you don't have to remind me.
You have to enter a relationship knowing the boundary. Let me tell you. Wembasagala mukazi mutamivu oba mukazi muyombi nchikugambira because it's what I want. No, but listen.
You don't always imagine things are obvious.
Thank you.
You know, these are hard conversations that people must have. That you must know actually at the back of his mind. Let him not show, because you know a guy who has to show you that his kids are priority is going to psychologically traumatize you.
Actually, that's
a guy who has to tell you that by the way, you know, I live for my kids.
That's the thing. I'm already traumatized. I already don't know how I'm going to deal with this
so much. I don't. Why should you say?
Now, mother, but mother.
I love my kids so much. What should you say?
Because the moment you put that on table.
Why should you say? You obviously love them so much.
Yes.
Then you say,
something that's supposed to be obvious. By the time you front that, I'm already traumatized.
My mom so much. You obviously love your mom. Why should you even say?
No,
my kids are priority. Why have you even saying?
Why even saying it? Because the moment you mention it, your kids are out of bounds. So my love for those kids is limited. That's the thing.
Saying is hypocrisy. No. People always say, I love my woman so much, I love my woman so much. They are always hypocrites. So just get it. You will find them doing a lot of
It is the Red Seat. We are live on Galaxy TV. And yes.
They are kids. They are fools. They are idiots.
Galaxy.
Okay. Hey, Galaxy mugamba mutya. Mr. Henry, Pamela, Ditacha, ne Myra. So, nze chendowooza. Girls have their tendency to say I want a guy who's well established, financial stability ye okay. Well and good, provision ebera nungi. Nekyo olina okumanya nti bwe tubanga tuli bakulwanyisa kiri eri katugeze being a single mom. Ddala mu butuufu oba ogenda kyewala otya. Pam. Soko kirowoozeeko ne Myra naba mu kitunule mukko kubanga tulina bwogenda kungamba nti osanga ebiseera ebisinga omuntu nga bw'atyo yazimba financial stability ye eri okay nakyegeera kwegamba buli kimu bulamu buli oke kenza kungamba nti gayo yaba talina mukyala mulala
yava mu ggulu n'agwa kulinde Galaxy.
Good afternoon, the Red Seat, you people. Nze oba omukazi agaanye, let the man let the lady be. Okitegeera kubanga those people bebazaddemu, they don't forgo them. Buli kadde babeerawo ne bonde ebasika. Simanyi abaana abatwala ku ssomero, simanyi abaana babagobye, buli kadde biki omuto gubeerawo nga gukuluma. The other thing, teri kinyuma nga mwenna is there the first borns. Fere tugaana kuzaala at an early stage to a big responsibilities fuka ba step parents bannange. And you men mugane muzaala mbana bana ne mbafuula abazadde kane munoonya abatannazaala komunoonye era abazadde kuba nawo balina gwe wafuula damage already. Mukwano amunda lady said waba agaanye agaane obulamu tebunyuma nga already waliwo empeekeera. Ask Henry, I know experience.
Galaxy.
I'm sorry, but I'm going to keep my name to myself. If you're talking about fathers saying that kids are their priority, then they should remain on the street. Sorry, they should settle being single. You're here breaking girls' hearts, torturing women because your kids are your priority. I do not care. Like, go be with your kids. Leave relationships alone.
Products of single mothers, they come with the bitterness.
No,
they come with the bitterness.
Henry, the moment you start telling me my kids are my priority, now they are not our kids.
But they are my kids.
They are your kids.
Yeah.
You understand?
You enter knowing they are my kids.
I entered knowing they are your kids, and now we are doing life together. They become my kids as well.
Listen.
But the moment you have to remind me, Bobana, Bob, they
why
are your
are you in a
priority, they are your
relationship
kids.
with me?
Because I love you. I want to do life with you.
Thank you.
Excluding
so you want me to lie to you that my kids are your
because
kids?
When I become
never say obvious things.
No,
Henry.
When
Temwagala mazima. Listen, I don't want to listen. They are gonna be our kids. Olabe ebintu bino. Ditacha buliriza. You have to try. You have to stand the taste of time. You're not gonna come neweyo. Our kids from the onset. When I don't know what you're going to do them when I'm not around. Hey,
when nakula nina ebintu bye nagamba na wali nali nva obubi okitegera nga bwe ndaba omukazi ng'akikoze oba patino baani nga nva nenda kuzino ngina ninga kati nali nvanga woki kino nga kirese nakikola.
Listen, I subscribe to this school of thought, a life without boundaries. Wemba sikula zekyendi. Mbanga kaveera kiyingire
ng'okimanyi hypocrisy toyogera
kugamba. When you came here, what did they tell you at Galaxy? We expect you to work. This is the amount. Would you work for Galaxy if they were not telling you the amount of money you're earning? Myra, you come to me, I am straight to you. Don't make illegal deals.
Did you mention ngozikola
ani Myra, you come to me or you go to Ditacha. If he's man enough, he's going to tell you his expectations from you. Myra nkwagala naye siri ready maybe kubeera nawe mu nnyumba emu tuli mu byakalipa for now, but if you prove better osobola okukola ki oya sisobola kugulira mmotoka kati bino byayagala nsobola okubikuwa naye kyesitasobola sigenda kikola ki sigenda kikukolera. Sagala mukazi agenda mu bbaala sagala
omuletikirenga ku bunkenke kubanga omuwanidde nga abaana be bali priority akimanyi
anti olaba
oyogedde baana bokana baana beeyogeza mu my mom teri amwogerako they are hypocrites bakutisatisa they are using it as a scarecrow.
Because
who doesn't love their moms?
Henry, the moment you come to me, I have kids. I know I'm dealing with someone because I know the teacher will
love their mom so much.
The moment Myra, you think you're going to just walk into a man's house and then because you've walked into his house, you automatically assume that these kids are yours, and you're going to try to change the mode of their living to your standards.
And listen, Pam, listen to me.
Okay, time is up. Time is up.
This is the Mid-Morning Tukone 100.2 Galaxy FM.